Welcome to Brussels Beats, the third edition of our joint Daphne EFC Philanthropy Advocacy newsletter. We are there to monitor and analyze developments that are impacting on the operating space for philanthropy for you. Over the past year, we've done a legal mapping project. Our launch event was undertaken in December and saw the launch of 27 country profiles drafted by national foundation law experts. A special thanks goes to Nicoletta Viterova, our colleague who was coordinating this mapping exercise. How do I set up a foundation in Poland? Can I engage in economic activities if I'm an Italian foundation? And do I get a tax incentive for setting up a foundation in Germany? These are just some of the questions where you will find the answers in our country profiles. The next step will now be for us, with our advisory committee, to work on comparative analysis and see to analyze some trends and developments. A next edition of the comparative highlights is expected to be launched in spring this year. The country profiles already tell us a story. That is, that foundations and their funders experience barriers when they operate in Europe, especially in a cross-border context. If you want to move your seat across border, that's close to impossible. If you want to even be active in another country, you sometimes have to register a branch before you can do this. If you are a foreign-funded organization, in one country you have to register as a foreign-funded organization and state that in every communication. Sometimes you risk to lose your tax-exempt status if you are active at a political level or if you engage, for example, in climate policy. As our expert and moderator Una Green from Ireland put it, you cannot change what you cannot see. Well, here we already see that there are barriers that we would like to address, and we are engaging with experts, policymakers, and with the sector to develop policy solutions to overcome barriers. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Thank you, Hanna, for your great introduction, as always. My name is Max von Abendroth. I work for Daphne and Philanthropy Advocacy, and I'd like to take this opportunity today to briefly introduce you to the Portuguese Presidency of the Council. It started on the 1st of January and lasts for 6 months. It's one of the 3 presidencies, Germany, Portugal, Slovenia. These 3 countries agreed on an 18-month program in order to ensure a degree of continuity of Europe's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Portugal decided about a few policy priorities that they want to deal with in these 6 months. 2 of them really speak to us. One is about the resilient Europe and the other one about the social Europe. We feel that within this presidency we have a real opportunity to foster the fundamental rights and the rule of law, also to build the momentum for cross-border philanthropy and to shape the operating environment for foundations. If you want to read more about this, please find an article in this Brussels Beats newsletter and don't hesitate to be in touch if you have any questions.